Now let's talk about two-way ANOVA with replication. So you recall in the last video with districts and salespeople, we had one observation for each combination of district and salesperson. Now in two-way ANOVA with replication, you have more than one data point for each combination of the two factors. So let's look at price and advertising, how they affect sales. So we've got 3 data points here for each combination of price and advertising. Price and advertising can be low, medium, or high. So for low advertising and low price, these are the sales, let's say, of a video game at a toy store during a given week. Okay, and these are sales when we had low advertising, medium price, low advertising, high price. So we have 3 observations in each of these 9 combinations of the two factors. So we want to know basically, is there an interaction, first of all? Now, what does interaction mean? It means the effect of one independent variable depends on the value of the other when you're predicting the dependent, which is sales. So here an interaction would mean, does the effect of advertising depend on price? In other words, maybe at a high price advertising doesn't work, at a low price advertising does work. We'll see here there is no interaction. And basically we'll see graphically and also using p-values. When we run this two-way ANOVA, as you'll see in a moment, with basically the two factors, this is the row, this is the columns, you'll get an interaction p-value as well as a p-value for the row and the columns. Okay, and then basically you can make, if you have no interaction, you can make a forecast like we did in the two-way ANOVA without replication. And we do it exactly the same way. We look at our square root of the mean squared error there will be basically what we use to make our forecast. And then we can standard deviation for forecast, and then we can make our forecast, let's say, for high price and medium advertising and 95% confidence interval. And we'll get to that in a couple of minutes. So to run an ANOVA here, this is going to be our data. Okay? So we have 3 data points for each combination here. So we're going to go data, data analysis, ANOVA 2-factor with replication. Okay, so now the data is going to be right here. It's going to be 3 rows per sample. Alpha, you can just leave 0.05. And let's suppose we're going to put this, where do we have some room? We can put it down here. It's already there, but we'll just show you how to get it. Okay, so there is going to be our output. Now it's right, the exact same output is right here, so we'll just refer to that. Okay, so we see we have 3 observations in each group here. We've got the overall average, okay, and then we'll be able to get up here the effects. In other words, we can take the D1 as the overall average, which is 25.04, okay, for all the data points, just at the average. Then basically, if we want to look at low advertising, we take the average of low advertising, which is these row 4 through row 6, minus the mean, medium advertising here, and high advertising here. Now we see for a high price, we take the average over all the high price points, which is column F, minus the average here. And we see a high price, we sell less. High advertising, we sell more. Low price, we sell more. Low advertising, we sell less. Okay, now the question is there an interaction? So the first thing you do is look at the p-value for interactions, and it's greater than 0.05. We have a 0.79 p-value. Remember, low p-value is significant, let's say less than 0.05. For interactions, not significant. So that means the effect of price on sales doesn't depend on advertising. The effect of advertising on sales doesn't depend on price. Okay, so then we can go and treat this just like our last example with the districts and the salespeople. We see the p-values are very low for row, which would be advertising, and column, which would be price. So we can see that basically we have a significant effect of advertising and price on sales. Okay, so then if we want to predict for a given advertising price combination what will happen, we can do it exactly like the last example. And then we take the square root of this mean square error here. Okay, so in other words, right here, I took the square root of that mean square error. And so that's our standard deviation. So if I want to predict with a medium ad and high price what's going to happen, okay, so then basically the prediction I would make would be I would take the mean 25.04 is what we're doing here. You'll see. And then for a medium ad, minus 1.81. And a high price, that should really kill us off. Minus 8.7. Okay, so 10.5. We subtract there, we get 14.5. And then the lower prediction interval, lower point of the prediction interval for 95% would be the mean minus 2 times that standard deviation and the mean plus 2 standard deviations. So we'd go from 4 basically to 25. We'd be 95% sure that in a week with medium advertising and high price, we'd sell between, let's say, 360 and 2543 if this were in hundreds. Now in the next video, we'll talk about how to handle two-way ANOVA with replication with or is an interaction. Basically, you can't add the factor effects together like this because the effect of one factor depends on the value of the other. So simply for each cell here, we have 9 different combinations here. You just make the prediction based on that combination.
Okay, so thanks for watching, and there's a free course, a free 21-day course from Dr. Winston, and all of these videos are coming from one of 3 books. So first, this one, which you can see here at the top of the screen, Microsoft's book, which has 355 reviews, and then it's, let's see, 4.6 stars. It's coming from this book as well, his marketing analytics book, which is down here, and you can sort of see 4.5, or his newest book, his analytic stories book, which is here. And with that one, you can see it's 4 point something, or maybe even 5. I don't think it's 5. Yeah, 4.8. And so yeah, anyways, in the description, there's a free 21-day course from Dr. Winston, or you can go to excelwithwayne.com/free, and it'll be there. But again, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just please let us know. Thanks.